Hi, I'm Didier. Welcome to the lab at Maison du Whisky. I'm all alone today because it's the middle of August and everyone in France is on vacation. But we are going to talk about something interesting. We're going to be talking about new make spirits. So stay tuned. So I pulled out our little toy still here. It doesn't actually work. It's a nice model. This is a cognac still, but it's the same principle for whiskey. Basically, your new make is what's coming off at the end of the distillation. So you're going to start off here with a beer or a wine in the case of cognac. You're going to heat it, apply heat, it's going to vaporize, and then it's going to cool down again and turn into a cool liquid which is higher in alcohol. This is your new make spirit. Typically you're going to do this 2, some people do it 3 times, and what you get at the end before putting it into the cask is your new make. So then typically you're going to age it, and then that's going to pick up a lot of flavor, the color as well. Some people say it can be 60, 70 or more % of the flavor comes from the aging. But you are already at this stage going to have different flavors from one distillery to another. So basically what makes it through, what doesn't? The alcohol makes it through distillation, obviously, that's the whole point. You're going to have some water as well. What doesn't make it through is the color. So you're always going to have a clear liquid in your new make. Even if you start off with something dark. Gluten does not make it through. So if you are allergic to gluten, you can drink spirits. Even if you can't drink beer, once it's distilled, what comes off does not have gluten. Sugar doesn't make it through either. So if you have sugar in a rum, for example, it's been added after, and it doesn't come from the sugar cane itself. Phenols do make it through, however. Phenols, which are in the peat, which is going to be in the next episode, gives it that flavor of smokiness. That does make it through distillation, and it actually comes off more towards the tails. So then what does make it through, which is the most important, is the aroma as well. That's what we're looking for. So basically, there are a lot of variables that the distiller can play with to get a different style of new make. If he wants to favor a fruity, light, floral style of new make, or if he wants to get like a richer, more cereal forward, or anything in between. It's going to be, how much he filters his mash, longer fermentations, the size of the still as well, how he heats it. There's plenty of things you can do, and there's an important one as well at the end, which are the cuts. So basically the first 30 minutes, what comes off the still, you're not going to want to keep that. That's methanol and kind of more solvent flavors, and they're going to toss that aside. So that's what we call the heads. The next part, that's the heart, and that's going to be what you keep. That's the new make. And then as you go further into the distillation, what you get at the tails, at the bottom, it's going to have less and less alcohol, and it's going to have more unpleasant flavors, so you're also going to make a cut and put that aside as well. And so, depending on where you make the cuts, you're going to have something on the fruitier style, maybe on the heavier style. The peat comes in more at the tail end, for example. And so that's how they're going to play to have a wide variety of new makes depending on the distilleries. And you're going to find those differences in the final whiskey at the end of the aging as well. So it's really important. Good, well, I hope everything was clear. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I have a question for you. I said that all whiskey must be aged. There is one exception. Basically, they can bottle new make and call it whiskey. If you know what it is or you think you know what it is, put it in the comments. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Follow us for more, and we'll see you next time.